Mate, if someone claps in my movie theater, I'm telling you now, I am the type that will call them out and tell them to shut up or sit down. I hate people are clapping in movie theater. The only people I'll give an out to is if it's opening night release, because those people are the exact same. Yep, they're the complete dedication. So I get where they're coming from. They're sitting around people who are the same as them. We had someone clap at the end of Venom. One person.
Yeah, that's pretty odd. I wouldn't have.
Get the fuck out of my movie theater.
Not to Venom.
It's Venom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is Morokaii with 2 eyes. Today we're going to be talking about everything movie theaters. We're talking going to the movie theaters. Fuck. No. I just want a clean intro. I just want one.
No, you've got it, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Morokaii with 2 eyes. We are back. We are on every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 a.m. on Spotify, 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. And today we're going to be talking about going to the movies, the type of people in the movies, our favourite movie theatre experiences. Just movies, mate.
Movies
the movie foods. And I know
movies.
You are someone who has the exact same order when we go through. Because a lot of people are different. Some people love to take their food into the movie theatre. Some people buy at the movies. Some people are just like, I'm not paying that. It's too expensive.
Yeah, most definitely.
But you love a CHOC top.
Mate, I love me a CHOC top. I don't know anyone, surely people out there also love a CHOC top. Like, it can't just be me.
I've never seen you go into a movie without one. And I think one time they said they didn't have the flavour you were looking for. Was it boysenberry?
Oh, yeah. I've gone through the flavours, mate. Don't you worry about that. Tried every little flavour palette you can get. At the moment, though, I'm pretty on banana and salted caramel.
What are the flavours, if you don't mind me asking?
So, there should be these. So, your staples, vanilla, boysenberry, CHOC, mint, chocolate. Then they introduced banana. There's salted caramel. Some might have caramel, but if they do, then I've not had that yet. Maybe strawberry, but again, I don't know if strawberry's like a popular one that they do, and I don't even know if but your staples are just your vanilla, chocolate, mint, choc chip, and boysenberry. Boysenberry is pretty good as well.
You rattled them off very quickly.
I had to, mate. I was trying to think off the top of my head. I was like, what ones are there?
Yeah, well, look, I think with the movie theater we go to, it's so we go to a reading cinemas, and they're very cheap now.
I would say they're pretty good value. Like they're not too bad.
Cheap.
Like food wise, and even ticket pricing, I'm pretty happy. But then if you were like, "Oi, mate, let's go to HOYTS," I'm like, "Mate, hang on a second. Let's just pump the brakes here. Like if it's not for like say like an end game."
Yep.
Like, or I don't know, like one of those sort of movies. I was very like, no, I'll just stick to reading, thanks. And then there's other people, the other little freaks out there, Village Cinemas.
Yeah.
It's like, mate, do I look rich? Like, seriously, don't get me wrong. Like, Village Cinemas is, again, for, what did I see there? Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, it's a shame.
Well, yes, but like the cinema screen itself was amazing. I even saw Cars there as a kid.
Oh, okay.
That was crazy. Avatar as well. Like the James Cameron Avatar when it was 3D.
I was about to say, please not Avatar.
No, I did. No way. I would not see that. I wouldn't even pay $15 for that. Not a chance.
Yeah, HOYTS does get extremely expensive. And reading is just, especially when people say, oh no, it's a lot, the chairs are a lot comfier. I'm like, mate, as long as they recline.
Yeah, honestly,
no,
you're spot on.
Yeah,
you're spot on.
I think the reclining chairs is very important. But we can go to the standard movie and it's something like $12, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. Like, I think it's very reasonable for like...
It's very cheap.
What you get, like the seats are for the most part pretty comfy. The screens are pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just nice. Like,
I've always had, if I was going to the movies, for some reason, I've stopped taking food in lately, mainly because I just pick popcorn off your As you should, man. Seriously, trust me. I'm not going to get through a full one. Isn't it smart how they get the popcorn, and the minute you have the popcorn, you're like, no matter what, I want a drink.
Oh, instantly, man. Yeah. It's all the soul. And then, like, look, let's not get too graphic here, but if you got cracked lips as well, man, like, you're almost like, fuck, it actually kind of hurts. Yeah. Like, but at the same time, like, oh my God, it's so good, I need more. And then you're sort of like,
I'm in so much pain.
It's like mouthful of popcorn drink, mouthful of popcorn drink. Yeah. Or you do the standard. And not so, I reckon, actually, funny with the drink side of the things at the movies, ever since the introduction of paper straws, I feel like I never finish my drink in the cinemas anymore. When it was plastic straws, man, I reckon I'd finish my drink halfway through the movie and be like, shit, now I don't have any drink left. But now with the paper straw, like, I reckon I'm always showing out like half a quarter like of my like big drink left. Like, yeah, I never get through a full one anymore.
Mate, I'm happy. I'm gonna be happy to go on about the food I grab from Woolworths and Safeway and things like that. To take to the movies, people who clap in movies. I'm happy to rant about that. But can we quickly just talk about paper straws?
Yeah, cool. I was worried that you weren't happy that I bring up that subject. I was like, Luke's either going one or two ways about this. He'll either be like, mate, this is not the podcast for plastic versus paper straws. That's a topic in and of itself.
It threw me off so much that I got so angry that I called Safeway and Woolworths. I mean, they're the same thing. I'm a bit of rage.
The same thing?
Oh, they were. You know what I mean? I'm in a bit of rage right now because anytime I go to KFC and I get a slushie and they put a paper straw in it, you're ruining my experience. Stop it.
So I just know. Okay, so the other night I went to Macca's. Yeah, I stopped in at Macca's, got a frozen Coke. They gave me the straw, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool. This will be like a plastic because they have the little spoon. I guess you like that thing on the end of it. Paper.
There's paper straw. Paper spoons.
Yeah, paper like spoon, like spoon straws. I guess you call them.
Get out of town.
No, do that because I saw it and I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh, I was like,
the beginning of the end.
Because Matt, how do you drink a frozen Coke with one of the like a paper one of those straws? Like seriously,
you're kidding me.
I'd disgust, man.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
they are so bad. You know what? At Boost Juice, they give you the option.
Yeah, and that's how it should be done. Across the board, everywhere.
Yeah, I went to because I haven't gone to Boost Juice too much because they've jacked up their prices so much. Because they have small and regular. Because a regular is not a large, but it's made to look like a large, and that is definitely a regular. So they've named it correctly. It's not a fucking large. I'd love a large, but a regular is like $8 something for a Mango Magic now.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And that pissed me off. But then I didn't get so angry because she said paper or plastic straw, and I was like, oh wow, plastic, please, 100% plastic,
110%. No one. I'm sorry, but like, you can't convince me that there's people out there who actually enjoy using a paper straw.
No way.
Like, I'm not buying that.
There's no way that they do. Yeah, I'm not a fan in any way. I think. Do you know one thing I did buy? But the thing is, I don't grab fast, especially like frozen Cokes or things like that, all the time. Maybe once a week. Maybe it could be even once every 2 weeks. But I had this item I bought ages ago, and it was from I think it was either from Kmart or Aldi, and it's this little holder boy, right? And in that little holder, you unscrew it. It's the size of a pen, and you take it apart, and inside is a metal straw that's just maybe 10 centimeters long, and in that middle straw, you could then extend it out.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
You extend it out, and in there as well is a little cleaner, like a little brush boy. Yeah,
a little brush boy. I love that. Love that name.
So if I had that hanging up, I don't know, or just on my keychain or something, then I could just whip that bad boy out. Got a metal straw, which is even better.
See, the problem is you're not always going to have that on you, are you?
Yeah, and I'm also not going to always clean it.
Yeah. Oh, because I was going to say, I wouldn't be always cleaning it.
I remember there was one time where this was the most disgusting thing I've ever fucking seen. I bought one of those coffee mugs, and I just got into coffee, and also people are going to hate me when I say I got into coffee. I got into instant coffee. Like I started off such a basic bitch, and then I was doing my instant coffee, but in the morning at work, it would give me that little prep up to make me a bit more excited. So I would just have a massive, like, what is it? It's not a thermos. It's just a...
Yeah, I don't know. Let's just say mug for the...
It's a lot easier. A mug with a lid.
a travel cup.
A travel cup. Beautiful. And I had this travel cup, and I thought I was cleaning it correctly. Like, I would unscrew the lid, clean it out. Always
like
pretty
sides.
Clean. Oh, mate. So I'd unscrew the lid. I was doing this for about 2 months. And then I unscrewed it one time, and it got a bit the lid got a bit looser, and I went, "The fuck, the lid's broken." I take off, and there's another part of the lid that unscrews. I unscrew the lid. This spring pops out, and then the kind of rubbery outside that keeps it together popped out as well. And I look, and inside this lid is just all dry, disgusting old coffee, and those little lines it makes all throughout this hidden lid that I didn't know about. And they should tell you that when you buy items like this. That pisses me off. Like, there's no manual when I bought this little travel mug. I actually did one of those things where you go...
Yeah.
Like, I was so disgusted.
The realisation is just sometimes too much, and you're like...
I've been drinking from that for a long time.
Yeah, you're like... I was sick for a week. this fucking thing was the reason why.
I'm
All the
so
different
gross.
types of milk as well that you're throwing in there. Like,
Oh.
every now and then you're like, no, full cream in the fridge today. No worries. Oh, light. Oh, skim.
Full cream delight, full
Oh,
cream delight.
Coconut.
Are you one of those people that make a big deal out of the difference between full cream and light?
Nah, I couldn't
Thank
give a shit,
God.
man.
Thank God.
Couldn't give a shit. Like milk to me.
Go for a hike.
Well,
Figure out your life. Why would
well,
you complain about the two?
milk to me is milk. But when I say that though, like I've had, is it like Physical and like Rev?
I don't know.
Because like they're like, I think like something low fat milks or what. Dude, that is genuinely like fucking milk powder with water. It is fucked. I don't know how people drink that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how people. I remember Mum used to have like skim milk, and I was like, "Oh, what's that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just water with like the tiniest dab of like milk like dropped into it." It's like, this is fucked. Like people actually drink that shit. Like what the fuck? Because I think people are always like, milk's got so much fat. Like I don't want the fat from milk. It's like just fucking drink the milk.
Yeah.
Like,
If you think about how much is in a coffee cup, it's that little. You're
like,
about to
compared
walk
like,
it
all
off.
the hot water as well that they add. Like it's.
They had so much. Oh, so we'll go back. This is perfect. This brings it up, guys. You know we go on tangents. It's why you're here. It's we will not stick on a topic. You can't fucking make it. See, maybe you can.
We probably should sometimes, though, shouldn't we? Like, in hindsight, the pod always takes a twist and a turn.
Bro, I was at a cafe on Friday with a couple of co-workers. So my boss, a co-worker, and then someone who takes photography for us, right? So we took them out. We took them out for
Bit of wine and
Breakie.
dine.
Yeah, took him out for Breakie, and then he ended up shouting. I was like, "Oh, what a legend!" So
Even better.
awesome Breakie, and I so I get a coffee. My coffee order is always a medium flat white with 2 sugars, extra hot. Has to be extra hot.
Okay.
Right? I love it. I want it to feel like a bath is in my mouth. Okay. Brown
Does
milky
that
bath.
ever, just out of curiosity, have you ever like burnt your tongue and or like breathed through your mouth because of how hot?
No,
So-
because they've never gone as hot as I want them to go.
Oh, okay. Because
Sometimes
I was
I'm
gonna say,
thinking-
I've had that before, more so with hot chocolate. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'll just have a little sip, thanks. And like, you gotta have a sip and you're like, motherfucker, like straight away. And you just know that front part of your tongue is fucked and scorched.
I hate burning the roof of your mouth. You know when you put
Yeah, and
something
then
in
the
and you
skin like, and you're like,
Oh, that is the
it's how
worst.
bad is it, man?
You sit there and you go, that's going to be a 2 to 3 day annoyance.
Yeah,
I hate
and
things
even
like
like
that.
when your tongue, because you're constantly like just rubbing your tongue against like
Yeah.
like 2 rows of teeth.
Have you ever
and you're
sat?
like,
Yeah, have you ever sat
I don't
there and like
this.
you realise, fuck, my little tongue boy moves around all the time. Like, I'm really noticing it now. That little thing, I never even notice it. And sometimes, like, for anyone out there, do this. Look in your mirror, open your mouth as wide as you can, and just hold your tongue out and just look. It just fucking like
It's
wriggles
pretty
around.
fascinating.
I think it is,
Dude, that's
if
like,
you got free time, don't have to. Like,
that's the same as the little, I don't even know what the actual word is, but like the thing that hangs at the back of your throat.
the gurgle or
Yeah,
whatever
is
the
it-
fuck it
I
is.
don't know what the fuck it's
I
called.
don't know.
That little long boy.
That little gurgle boy, yeah.
Yeah. You're like looking at it, you're like, whoa, look at that thing. It's fascinating.
This started from like people who clap in movie theaters and movie
We can
theater
come
food
back to it, trust me.
to milk and the thing in the back of your tongue.
we can swing it back. We can swing it back.
Here we go.
This is just the vibes here at Morokaii HQ. You know how it is.
So I go out to Breakie with these guys, and I get my coffee order, and then I think the coffee orders around me like your arm and cap, another like a piccolo, and then my boss, he always grabs a large, I think just black coffee or is something like that.
Yeah, long black.
Long black, thank you. Yeah, a long black. So anyway, the guy comes around, he puts down a couple of coffees, and he goes, flat white with 2 extra hot, but it's in a large cup. And I'm just like, in my head, I go, you're going to have to throw that out. Because I really don't like it in a larger cup. I think it affects the taste. That might sound stupid.
Well, like maybe
But-
like too much milk or like a bit too much hot water.
I
something
find
like
a
that.
medium is just the right amount.
Yeah, right blend.
Yeah. So then I saw it and I go, but I don't want them to like do extra. I don't know. You know that thing you have in your
Yeah,
head?
where it's sort of just like fuck. Like you've got it wrong, but at the same time, can I really
not
be
gonna
asked?
make a
Yeah,
fuss.
told you to
Yeah.
like make it hot. Like it's just whatever.
So-
like I'll suck it up.
So I was just like, yeah, nah, thank you, mate, thank you. So I started drinking out of it. And then he comes back and like 2 minutes later and he goes, medium long black. And
Oh no.
and he puts it down and he just walks off. He doesn't like, because my boss was the last coffee order, so he just puts it down instead of checking. And we look at each other. I'm like, didn't you order a meat? And I'm like, yeah. And my coffee was tasting like shit, and I just thought it was a bad coffee. And I realized I had his coffee order. So I was like, fuck. So I've been drinking out of this one. I'm like, oh, it's all right. And my friend's she's just like, I'll just go back and fix it up. I'm like, yeah. So I go up to the counter. And this guy's also one of those guys that is singing every few minutes to a random song. Like, it's just like,
I'm your horse.
Yeah, like just something like that. And it's like, bro, you're serving people. Yeah. So I go up and I'm like, hey mate, sorry, just been drinking out of this one. This is the wrong order. I actually ordered this because they were looking. They thought they fucked up too. And he's like, oh, bro, thank you. So sorry about that. I'm like, it's all good, man. And he grabs a coffee and he walks past me all the way back to where I'm sitting and just gives it to my boss.
You're taking the piss.
I'm not. I watched him and I went,
mate,
what? and I follow him back. I'm like, why? It was so weird following him doing this. So when he handed it to my boss, I'm behind him looking at him like, what the hell? And he's like, yeah, he's been drinking. He's like, oh, sorry. We'll just. He's like, no, it's all right. Just change the lid. But it was so awkward. And then I ordered Avo on toast because I don't know if you've had this when you find out someone's paying for your meal, you don't want to go all out.
No, mate, I agree. Yeah.
And I always get the big brekkie. Always. So I was just like, fuck.
I'll keep it simple.
Yeah, I'll keep it simple. So I have Avo on toast with just a hash brown. Because quick tip, anyone out there, if you've got a brekkie that you might not like too much, I swear to God, if you get a hash brown and just cut it up, that crispiness,
it can help.
Really,
big time.
like I had the Avo on toast that I ordered wasn't that great, but the crispiness of the
any feta cheese, just quietly with the Avo on toast.
A little bit.
Yeah, but probably not enough. It was your liking,
mate. It was more something along the lines I could have made.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I was disappointed.
I reckon that's a bit frustrating when you do go out for food and you're just like, well, I could have just done this myself. Like, the reason why I'm going out to eat is to like have that bit of pizzazz. Like,
mate, that's the worst thing, going out and being like, I could have cooked this myself. So anyway, he comes out and I get my food. I forgot the hash brown too.
And fuck, that's a bad day.
I'm like, bro.
The last day of the week as well. It's a Friday. Meant to be up and about.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's stiff.
And I was like, oh my God. But that was something where I'm like, no, the hash brown needs changed. And I just got the girl back. I'm like, oh, sorry. I know, I feel bad, but I forgot the hash brown because, yeah. But anyway, the movie theaters.
Oh, that's right.
Mate, mate, if someone claps in my movie theater, I'm telling you now, I am the type that will call them out and tell them to shut up or sit down. I hate people who are clapping in movie theater. The only people I'll give an out to is if it's opening night release, because those people are the exact same. Yep, they're the complete dedication. So I get where they're coming from. They're sitting around people who are the same as them. We had someone clap at the end of Venom. One person.
Yeah, see, that's pretty odd. I wouldn't have.
Get the fuck out of my movie theater.
Not to Venom.
It's Venom.
Like, I still... Yeah, what have I've had clapping during, like, Avengers, like, Endgame, Infinity War, like, Part 1 and 2, like, that sort of stuff. Even Star Wars. The Star Wars fans are something else, man.
They're different.
Like, it's starting, like, the screen, like, the credits are rolling in, and everyone's like, wow, like, clapping away, and I'm sort of like, let's just settle down a bit. Come on now. Like,
don't make me use the force.
Yeah. It's not working. People like dressed up and stuff as well. Don't get me wrong. Like, some
I'm
of it,
at home and I'm like, oh. Like, just that connection we got.
Holy, stop it. Like, don't get me wrong, like, the dedication and stuff that some people go for is like pretty unreal. Like, and all that, but yeah, I don't know. Like, sometimes,
it's not for me.
well, it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, this is my biggest downfall, because if I had a group clapping during a big moment, I've never had that before. If I had like a whole group clapping and I couldn't hear what was going on or was ruining a moment for me, I would be so furious. This is so fucked. I love going to YouTube and watching audience reactions. No, not people getting mad. Genuinely, their reactions to the movie and people going nuts. Because I'm not there. And I've seen the movie. Yeah, you're chilling. So I like to see people go off at the parts that were so cool.
I remember, so when I was seeing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse Madness, by the way, if you haven't seen it already, spoilers, but you should have already seen it, so not really spoilers.
Also, it's pretty disappointing.
But so when Professor Xavier goes into like I suppose, like the thing to like help wander or whatever. And he's walking through the door and he's wearing the turtleneck. Mind you, I'm in Village Cinemas, man, and it's packed. Like it's been out for like maybe like 2-3 days. Like the cinema is packed. This random just yells out, "Steve Jobs looking ass!" Everyone loses it. Mind you, like it's a pretty like serious part in the movie too. Everyone's pissing themselves, like laughing. Then like they mention like Earth 616. Another person's like, "That's the comic book universe," and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like what, mate? If you're gonna yell that shit out, don't do it like in the opening three. Like do it when the movie's been out for the best part of like a week.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks. Like do that in your own fucking time.
No shit. They need to calm. Something to calm it down. Yeah.
Or even at the end of movies as well. Like once a movie's like finished, again, like the clapping and the applause and like, that was amazing.
If it was bad, that pisses me off. If it's like bad, it's like, what are you doing? And by the way, with the snacks, I think you would do this the same. I think we're pretty similar. If I was going to a shopping centre beforehand, as a kid, I always got a push pop.
Yeah, push pops were pretty
What's
elite.
a push pop?
By the way, if you haven't seen Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, get onto it. It's a fucking unreal movie. It's so underrated.
What's a push pop?
It's where you're pushing your pop. You're pushing your pop. Send you some links.
I'll send you some links. Pods. Pods was a go-to.
Pods are unmatched.
Yep.
Unreal. Maltesers is great as well, but mate, who the fuck is paying seriously like $6.50 for a small pack of Maltesers at the cinemas? That is a rip-off.
Isn't it funny that I think since I went to movies when I was like 6 or 7, they still play that Maltesers ad where
the old as one.
The fan rolls the
That
Malteser
has been
down.
going on for years.
I wonder if those girls are getting royalties from that.
Oh, mate, if they are, GGs.
Should be
major
I see it in
GGs.
every movie theater.
Like, it's actually ridiculous.
Just the Malteser rolling across.
You might
that
have the odd
table.
one as well. That's like instead of the fan on the table, it's like the one around the roundabout.
Which one's that?
That one, the Maltese one as well, where like, they put the car through the roundabout and the Maltese is there, and then obviously as they go, the Maltese like comes down, and the person's like that.
Yeah, true. I'm always a big fan of trailers too. I never want to miss the trailers.
Yeah, the trailers are, if not the best part, sometimes.
Set you up.
Depending on the movie, like that can seriously be like the best thing.
Have
about
you
actually going to the movies?
Before we go, have you ever done anything with a girl at a movie theater?
No, I have not.
The one and only time I did was at fucking Minions, and I hated it. I was brand new to it all. It's the first time I was having a girl to the movies. There's fucking kids behind me, and I'm like, I just
Grows there on the big screen. Minions are making those like noise. You're just like
getting jacked up. Bro, it sucked so bad. I was like, surely this isn't as fun as everyone says it is. I'm not having a fun time. Good story, but I'm having
enjoy it. Like, you know, like my dick's now in a popcorn box. It's just uncomfortable. Not really. People still do this.
Guys, hope you enjoyed that episode. A bit of a tangent, but it's all good.
Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. That was Morokaii with 2 eyes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.